Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another video, and today I'll be explaining the new chapter and everything that came in it. But let's get into the video. So we start off from the same place where we're going to be going down to the basement with Robbie to make sure everything's safe so we can escape and go to the signal where the army is keeping something secret from us. While going down to clear the temple, we run into a piggy named Spydella. And I'm pretty sure this is a girl because that name sounds like a girl, but she chases us and she's trying to stop us from escaping. I'm not sure if this is a part of Mr. Stitchy's army or is it just a regular infected. My guess, however, this is just a regular infected, and it will be able to infect us if it attacks us or anything. But however, we do got Robbie, and he is working on fuel, so if he does any task for us, then we'll have to fuel him back up with the gas can. We also have a candle again. We did see this in the last chapter, so we do use this to burn the spider webs, and also to enter, or also to activate the portals for us, so we can teleport. But be careful though, because this place comes with booby traps, mysterious puzzles, and many other weird stuff, including notes. I will go over each note right now. So the first note says, they say you can tell a lot from someone by just looking at them. After looking through personal records of many people, I've come to conclusions that the green means they used to be very independent. Okay guys, this is very interesting because we have characters like Clowny. He does have a green eye and a black one that I think is bruised, but we have another one like Badgie, which has a red plus green eye. So these characters are independent. And last we have Dino Piggy. I'm actually not sure if Dino Piggy is like connected to the storyline, because I'm not sure how this would be an actual infected unless they got like diseased or something. But yeah, there probably is more piggies. I just found these three interesting because they did appear inside the in book 1, and so they probably were independent. But yeah, let's get to the next note. So this note is next to the exit, and basically it's just saying that there's this like puzzle thing that you have to solve in order to escape, and it's basically just saying that you have to solve that in order to escape. Let's get into the next one. Here's another note, and if you guys just want to pause it, or when I'm talking you guys can just read it. But so this note means that the Robbie in chapter 10, I'm pretty sure, Mall, he was quite embarrassing because he had like a chainsaw on him that was like kind of a downside, because he would use it to like he was kind of like a guard, Robbie. But yeah, but what he means by I can't wish for a better friend is because he removed the thing and made a couple prototypes on him and made him a better version of himself, and now Robbie is like a more helpful version of him. And yeah, let's get to the next note. Now this next note is very strange because it's all decrypted and stuff, but the definition of it is that the infected are getting stronger and these bombs are doing little damage to these like infected, and whatever this signal outpost is, they definitely have something that they are not telling us, and they're keeping a secret from us. And maybe this next chapter will show us what the outpost is hiding. So this is like the other note, but it's saying that the orange eye piggies stick in groups and like to attack fast. So we have a lot of characters that have orange eyes, and you guys can search them up, or you could just go inside Piggy and look throughout the skins to see which ones have orange eyes. Now this note means that Kona dug into this temple area, which he wasn't supposed to, and he just doesn't want the government to find out because he might get into a lot of trouble. But what can the government do, especially during this like infected time? So this note is very strange. It's by the military, I'm pretty sure, or someone that is in danger because someone received the potion, which is probably the pig family or Mrs. P, and they're in their prime or something, and they're like very strong right now. So whatever the military is doing, they need to get some new samples and a cure soon, because whatever that Penny is doing, I'm pretty sure, is like really strong right now. This next note is a code, and someone did actually luckily decode this, which it says the second is 6, and I'm guessing this means that like we're gonna have to do some sort of code maybe in the thing, because we did get one of these other times where it said the second is 4. So maybe we're leading onto a password maybe in the next chapter, or maybe a secret, like in like a secret ending that we have to do, and we have to put in a certain code that will unlock the secret ending. But only time will tell, and we'll probably see in the future. And at last, when we escape, will we get 2 different cutscenes depending on which ending you got in chapter 6, I'm pretty sure, or chapter 6. Either the savior ending or the survivor ending. And I'll show both, or I'll review both endings, but yeah, let's review the first ending, which is the survivor ending. So when we escape, Robbie basically tells us that he's gonna go watch the kids, meaning Zizzy's sisters and Georgie. And Mimi didn't come with us this time, so she doesn't get to show us, or she doesn't get to come with us, but basically what happens in this cutscene, we just talk about what the military is hiding and what possibly could happen when we go there. So in this ending, we're only going to be traveling with Willow and Pony, which is a downside because in the next chapter, we for sure have to get a change, because we'll be going to the military's outpost, and it's only going to be us two. But in the other ending, we'll be traveling with a lot more people and be able to take on more people rather than just Willow and Pony. For this next ending, we are in a bigger group. We have the sisters, Mimi, and George Piggy. And before continuing our adventure, we are sucked into our mind, which we meet the old characters. And my theory was right. I did make a theory that the old characters would be coming back. So I was somewhat right, and we can tell this is a dream because these characters aren't actually alive with us. We see Bunny, Doggy, and Zizzy. And what's actually interesting is Mr. P had this occurrence too. When he saw me and George Piggy walking up to him, he said that he saw a ghost, and which he meant ghost, he ran into the situation as well. And whatever this guy, I don't know his name, it's just a bunch of mystery letters. I think his name is gonna be the Whisperer because he whispers in everyone's ears and tells everyone like to make a deal with them. So we don't know who this is. He is a part of the Insolence, and I think this is the person whose voice was in that recording with Zizzy. But Mr. P did have this occurrence. He thought he was in his dream, and whoever like died, or like whoever you had favorited appears in the thing, and this guy uses it to try to get you to make a deal with him. But as our character, we're smart, so we don't trust him. Now this is the interesting part, because it actually turns out that we are immune to the infected, which means we can't be infected by any piggies or any scratches. And this is going to become useful in the later chapters, because we could just take a hit for like one of the piggies and we won't be injured. And that's why like in chapter 12, book 1, when we got infected, it was called the bad ending, but we would have actually survived that. But this is very exciting because now we know that we're no longer infected, or that we can't be infected, and this is going to be really exciting to see what this brings for us. So whatever that occurrence with that Whisperer guy, or whatever happened with him, it turns out Pony also ran into the situation, and as well I think Georgie, because in chapter 12 book 1, the last thing, it was called Disordered Memory. That was basically George Piggy's, and that's basically showing that whoever this guy is, though I'm just creating a theory, his name is going to be the Whisperer. Whoever this Whisperer guy is, he's controlling everyone's heads, and he's trying to make a certain deal with them. And I think he made a deal with Zizzy. That's why she's becoming. That's why I think she's gonna be surviving in the next chapter, but she's gonna be coming back as an Insolence person. So whoever this guy is, we don't know that much of him, but he's gonna be a dangerous threat, and we don't really know what he will do to us. He might curse one of us, or he might turn us into one of his servants, but only time will tell again. And let me review the last part of the chapter. So this is when it actually gets really interesting because Pony and Willow are arguing if they should tell what Pony did in his past TSP life, and Pony seems very disappointed on what he did because we're not sure what he did. He might have poisoned Doggy, or he might have did something to Willow's brother, or even Rash. He might have killed Rash, the one that was chasing us in chapter 1. I'm hoping though that we do get the backstory or a story on what he did because I'm now really interested on what's gonna happen between these two characters and if we're ever gonna get mad at Pony or something like that. Now this next part they're just deciding if the children should come and I actually do think they should because the Zuzi and Zizzy did break us out of the TSP base. Plus they did other things like escape the chapter 4 house, and plus they did many other things. And George Piggy was able to take on Mr. P with us and survive that incident. But yeah, this last part is where it gets crazy. We do end off on a cliffhanger again, but this is where Kona tells us that something's going on at the outpost. And this is where my theory might come true again, that there's like an incident where the infected broke out or there's an infected raiding the place and many stuff like that. In the other ending, we don't hear about anything going on, and that's why I believe that in the survivor ending for the next chapter that we're gonna be dying, and that the savior ending is the only ending that will be making it out alive because we don't hear this news since Mimi and Kona haven't met each other since Mimi's still at the base with TSP. But the savior ending, I believe we are going to be surviving, of course, because we have more people. Plus, were able to take on a lot of infected at one time. But in this next chapter, I do believe that we will be running into Zizzy and maybe Mr. Stitchy or that Whisperer guy. I'm not sure how Mr. Stitchy and this Whisperer guy are connected to each other. Hopefully, they do appear at the same time because I don't know if Minitoon just let Mr. Stitchy like down or something, but we're gonna have to definitely see with these next two last chapters coming out, and I will keep you all updated. But you guys all have a good day and see you guys in the next one. Bye.